Did that do it? Did that do it? That's the question. Wrong title. Wrong title. I'm just gonna put in live streaming. Live streaming. Save. Maybe we should go over here now. Onion. Onion. What are you looking at, dog? This is all your fault. Hello? Anyone? Anyone there? Is anyone there? 7 people are watching, but nobody's in chat. Dog is blame, yes. That's all your fault. Oh, you're so cute, though. Oh, you're a good girl. Hello. Copyright claim. I don't think the video has a claim, though. Like, the actual, like, VOD. I don't think that has a claim. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Why isn't... I'll pull up my own stream, because I'm just that self-absorbed. You still want my food. After all this time. After all that you've done to me. Oh, she's sad now. Come here. I'm not gonna give you anything. I was stuck in there. I was stuck in the veggie vault. But they let me out. It was fine. I mean, there was a nice smoothie. Took a sip of it. Got out pretty quickly. Wasn't that bad, honestly. I should go to jail more often. At this point, I'm just eating. I'm just eating and talking. I was thinking that I could just, like, not show the video at all. Because you guys know how it goes. And then maybe occasionally, like, if I want to show anything, show the screen. That could work for some things. But it wouldn't be, you know, entirely interesting. Unless, you know, some of you guys are just, I don't know, doing other things. Which I assume you are. I can't imagine that you're so absorbed into what I'm doing. Entirely. Like that much. Well, we could do something else. Anybody else has any ideas? It's brainstorming session. Or something. I got a few more hours before my folks get home. It's tea time with Archibald. Pepper, stop licking. Stop licking my fingers. Oh, no, wait. I know something we can do. If this works. I probably should have done this before I started the stream again. But we're going to see if I stop talking once I click this button, if my microphone disconnects, I'm gonna have to restart the stream again. You ready? Everybody ready to take this fun gamble with me? You know, to make this all worth it, at least a little bit. Oh boy. We're gonna see. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Did that work? Are you guys... Can you guys still hear me? I see a yes, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that was there earlier. Well, I will probably show you some lighting techniques if you really want me to, because lighting is very fun. Okay, that's good. Now I can show you the thing that I thought I would disconnect my audio before. Look at all that. Look at this. Nope. Look at this. Agenda. Score. I got score. I'm gonna take down the piano and the mixer. Oh yeah, this is probably gonna be pretty slow because of the new sample sounds. Dog's still sniffing. But I said I was gonna show you some of the score transcriptions that I got. That I made. Sorry. You know, can't take away too much credit for myself. But it's real good score these vegetables have. Look at this. Because I want to show you some things. This is from the Fifth from Outer Space. Like, taken out of the LarryBoy soundtrack. Like, those excerpts. Dog! She's wrapped herself around my headphone wire. Stop it! She's still sniffing for food! Sit! Stay! I love you, though. I keep saying it like I don't, but I really do. Look, this is a thing that I keep noticing a lot, especially in the LarryBoy episodes. It's like the intro, whenever the peas are just kind of walking around. This is just for fib. I'm gonna do rumor weed. Hold on. Get that out of here. Illegal, illegal, illegal. You could hear in rumor weed something very similar in the beginning of the episode. Which, you know, makes sense because it's basically the same thing. You can hear the pizzicato strings.
That was a lousy movie. You're telling me that monster looked like a chicken in a wig.
Yeah. But something that I didn't notice until very recently is that there's actually a very similar piece of score in King Jordan Daraki. Hold on.
Your Highness. And one more thing, Cedric.
Is it doing...
My favorite, more men. Eh? Yes, we need more men. You know,
You can see
I believe Thomas would like to help.
the little drone in the string, an arco string,
Small.
and then
Surprisingly strong for his size.
pizzicato strings. Bim, 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 bim.
Your Highness. And one more thing, Cedric.
And then
Put
it rises.
Thomas at the
Especially
front of
the snare drum
and
in
have
there
everyone
has that put in. Is in the episode. That's basically Junior's motif. Or his dad's. Junior's dad's motif. but it's also like a very similar thing that I see in a lot of VeggieTales episodes, in a lot of the earlier ones. Where you have like pizzicato strings and a bassoon, but the bassoon was like a very strange thing, very strangely consistent thing in the early VeggieTales episodes, and you can kind of like hear that transition into more like other forms of score out of Fit from Outer Space. What I got? Instrumentation here is like very similar to Love Your Neighbor. So that's just kind of like the sound of Junior, I guess. Boom. And you got LarryBoy's theme. Larry. Can't really add lyrics, but it sounds really good, the choir. In the soundtrack, there's more exciting parts in the soundtrack other than that. I might do a little bit more than in the soundtrack, because a lot of the score, whenever like Fib's destroying stuff, is really cool, and especially whenever LarryBoy comes in. This. Also, so during It's Laura's Fault, I couldn't exactly recreate it here, but you can see like everything's kind of building up and breaking down, and like everything doesn't like come together until like the last two phrases, and I really like that, just like how much it builds on to the fact that Junior is just like making this up as it goes, and in the same way the orchestration sounds the same way. Sounds very similar in the fact that it sounds like the orchestra is making things up as it goes. Although it starts like in the middle of Fifth Country, because this is like whenever Scooter comes in. But I also really like these hits. This is like score is like, or is like both taking it seriously as possible, but also sounds a bit silly. Like how the tuba becomes the main instrument, how these hits, like in a more serious movie, like those hits would be like far more impactful, but instead here it's just like a violin and a clarinet with the bass drum, and it along with these like ostinato flutes, and it's just like this strangely silly sound as Scooter's just like yelling at a monster. It still sounds like a bit scary, but also like just the slightest bit silly, and I really like it. Favorite my absolute favorite, I think, like score idea that I've heard in the VeggieTales episode is how they introduce LarryBoy's theme. Because, hold on, let me skip a little bit forward. Because you see, like, this is after you hear it for the first time. It's bam bam ba-dam bam ba-dam bam ba-dam ba-ba-da-bam bam ba-dam bam ba-dam bam ba-dam. On the beat. Ba-ba-da-bam bam ba-dam bam ba-dam bam ba-dam ba-ba-da-bam. But the first time that they introduced LarryBoy's theme, it's lopsided. So instead of like everything is always on the beat, it skips a makes those early veggie LarryBoy episodes really good. It's just like the theme just sounds like it's stumbling over itself. It's like dun 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 dun, and then it starts to pick up again. One of my favorite pieces of score, along with, I think my absolute favorite piece of score is the. I had a really good time transcribing this part. Also, probably one of my favorite VeggieTales moments of all time. There's that tuba again. And here it's supposed to be muted trumpets. Then it gets really intense. Along with these, it sounds better in the actual soundtrack, but they're like trombones trying to like mimic the sound of the car engine. Because in the soundtrack there are no sound effects, but you can really hear like the trombones trying to mimic that thing. Absolutely love that part. One of my favorite VeggieTales moments, because it's a problem that they entirely make themselves. LarryBoy score. I've tried to recently transcribe We're Vikings. So I can pull that up probably, if it doesn't crash my computer for some reason. Come on. There it is. Look at that. This is actually like sounds. The beginning sounds a lot like the original, but yeah, the little ditty is supposed to be the Fib looking up at it. It's just like little pizzicato strings. Like, what's going on up there? Sing along. Good morning, Mabel. How are you, dear? Oh, just fine and dandy. This might look like Shaky Dog. Like doing the stare down now. I don't think it's very hard to try to get this one-to-one because there isn't an official instrumental except for the reprise. I tried my best. The intro, I think I got pretty down pat. Morning, Mabel. How are you? I just realized that the sound's probably. It's such a good song. The guys we should have listened to. I really love that sound of the trombones. Across the sea, you live and learn. This is as close as I could get, probably. probably long on a lot of this stuff. I'm planning on like releasing some of these on my second channel at some point when some of them are finished. That's as far as I think I did that like a few days ago. Let's see what else I got. I do have a lot of... See, I can't tell if some of these are the original. Like, these are for Rack Shack and Benny. Got some Chicago stuff. Josh. I don't have much from Josh. King of Broadway actually sounds worse after the update. I mean, Heyman's song sounds worse after the update. Stan's a good one. Every time I open up one of these, stream's probably gonna lag a little bit. I do have Promised Land. It's actually in the score, like the LarryBoy has It's Laura's Fault in there in the same way. I might pull it up. It's not like that interesting, Josh's score, honestly, except for like a lot of the brass parts, which I haven't gotten to yet, so I gotta go through some of the boring parts. But it's still like useful information for trying to get down Kurt Heineke's style, which is why I did this in the first place. Drew, did you see, if you're still here, Drew, did you see the score test that I put in the drive? I want to see what you think of it. I don't like it. This is only a conversation for me and Drew to have. I don't know why I'm doing it on stream, but I don't like the score. It was just to try to see if I could sync up some things together, but like I don't like how a lot of it sounds. I need to like rethink how that scene should sound musically. Here's Stand. Just the horns, because we don't have any brush drums yet on the update. Actually, while this is playing, I'm gonna go throw away my food bag. Food bag, whatever. It was really quiet. It's just like, I just literally just like exported the file and just applied it to the scene. I didn't do any like actual mixing or anything, just to see if I could sync up some things. But I'm definitely gonna redo the score in that scene, and probably, I got another year. I could like really think about how I'm gonna score each scene. Here's Josh, because Mr. Lunch wanted to see it. I really want to transcribe the horn arrangement that Kurt did for Josh and the Big Wall for When the Saints Go Marching In. I really like that arrangement, but I haven't gotten around to transcribing it yet because I want to do the rest of Josh first. And it gets kind of messy trying to get through the end and then like do all the scores in order. Because again, I'm gonna probably like release these at some point. So everybody can see, but it's like kind of the boring part. Because it's kind of the boring part of the episode. It's just Bob talking. It's just a talking Bob. Do you like to talk to tomatoes? Because here's one, you're stuck in a room with them for an hour. Hope you like it. I think the strings could have a little bit more oomph in terms of like how this sounds, but I guess I could like fix that in mixing. Bing! It's hard to do an orchestral hit. I do still really like the episode. Josh is like one of my favorite episodes. I have to like... The reason why the drums sound like that is because I have to like physically go into each of the hi-hats and turn them down. I need to like select each hi-hat individually. But you get the gist. I don't have any of the slide whistles or any of that stuff transcribed. I do have it in another file transcribed. But I just didn't add them on here. Because you get the gist. It's usually just like playing the melody. What a fun little ragtime piano. I mean, you can add your own VSTs. Thing is that they cost money. That's the problem. Money is the problem. And then Pod Grape is gone. He's just gone. And so are the other instruments. He played the rest of the instruments, so he, you know, doesn't have much else to do. Bam. And then there's the... I haven't. I kind of want to. I need to re-listen to those again, but it's mostly just like the saxophone, like doing improv. That's basically most of that score. This is a really good saxophone, though. The bass is supposed to be playing there. That's what that lower note is. Again, I haven't finished most of these. Most of them, I think mentally I just stopped whenever I got the gist of what's going on. But I really want to continue on with this one. I haven't tried before. I've mostly just been using MuseScore all my life. Uh-oh! Shouldn't have clicked on another tab. Woo! It's not crashing, it's just really slowing down. Is it recording? Cakewalk is recording software? I'm open to like trying. I'm somewhat open. Maybe I'm not entirely open, but I'm somewhat open to going into more music apps. Although I'm more of a visual artist than I am a musician. I just play the accordion, and I like for some reason got obsessed with transcribing songs. I'm not that good of a songwriter. But I think that's just like a lot of the transcriptions that I've got. Whoop, whoop. Clicking on a bunch of things. Okay. I mean, some you... okay, this is gonna be difficult. Because... Maxwell, you wanted to see some of the lighting stuff. But I don't want to spoil any of the costumes that I have. Because that's like half of Fact Check and Betty, and all of the models that I have at the moment have their costumes on. Like, all of my files like automatically have the costumes. And you just like switch them out. So, probably gonna have to give me a minute. We can do a character. Character or something. Maybe not a setting. Because those can get pretty heavy. Especially my countertop model. My countertop model is like really heavy. Chugs my computer a good bit. No, I do want to show like my model. You just have to wait a bit. It's for me to like hide everything that's new and then just leave the models themselves. But what characters do you want me to light in? I guess what mood? What setting? I don't know. Actually, wait. Well, I was gonna say I have another project that I'm working on currently, just like in the background. But I'm not at the stage where I could do some lighting. I guess some of the shots are. You know what? Let's try it. I'm gonna light a scene for you. Hopefully this won't chug my computer entirely. Uh-oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Whoop. I mean, like, I don't care if, like, some of the stuff from this project is revealed, because it's not, like, that big of a project. Woo! Look at this. Angry Larry. I should probably show you, what the animation is in the first place. Show you, like, exactly what I'm doing animation-wise. This is what this file is. Hold on. Beep. It's Mushnick and Son from Little Shop and Horrors.
Think about it.
I don't like that guy, Mr. Mushnick, and you should hear the way he talks to Audrey.
Gott in Himmel, no, the kid just said he'd mull it over.
No wonder she looks so unhealthy. It's enough to make you sick.
If he left me, if Seymour left me, why then I'd be right back where I started, which was broken, starving.
Sweet and good and beautiful as she is, she deserves a prince, not a sadistic creep like him.
Close to bankrupt,
What a louse!
beset, befuddled, and bereft. That's what I'd be if Seymour left.
That's what that file is. Which is actually, hold on. Hopefully I can show this without showing what's in my drive folder, because that's where we're doing everything. Open. Open? Oh, I can do this. Copy link. This is actually a reanimation of something that I made a very long while ago. I think like before I made Traffic Jam. It's this. This was on my old laptop. That's why I
Think
don't
about
have
it.
it here.
He'll think about it.
I don't like that guy, Mr. Mushnick, and you should hear the way he talks to Audrey.
God in Himmel, no,
This is
the
the
kid
old
just said
one.
he'd mull it over.
No wonder she looks so unhealthy.
You can see how
It's
much
enough to
I've
make you
improved
sick.
in terms of
If
animation.
he left me,
But
if
now you
Seymour
can
left
see
me, why then
how
I'd
much
be right back where I started, which was broken,
I've improved
starving.
in lighting.
Sweet and good and beautiful as she is, she deserves a prince, not a sadistic creep like him.
Close to bankrupt.
What a louse!
Made that a long time ago. Here's a file now. Now we get to lighting. Hopefully. Okay. Boo! Rendering. Probably should have done that before. Okay. Now I'm just kind of waiting here. Oh, there goes my eraser. Oh, it's fine. Take your time. I'll just play with my eraser a bit. You're drifting. Oh no! And I don't know if there's a car or a boat, but it's driving. And everyone died. What? Why are you imagining this is King George play? Well, this is from Little Shop of Horrors, the musical. I could just show you, probably to give you a bit more context. Not that much more context, because you really need the musical, the actual, like, story of the musical to understand what's going on here. But I animated more of it. I'm kind of planning on doing the whole song, kind of not at the same time. But this is the...
It's a disgrace to the dental profession!
Seymour!
Sir!
Seymour.
How would you like to be my son? How would you like to be my own adopted boy? I never liked him much before, but count the cash that's in the drawer. I got no choice, I'm much too poor. Say yes!
What for?
Seymour, I want to be your dad. I want to see you climbing up my family tree. I
Wearing
used
those
to think
shoulder
you left
length
us pets,
sleeves.
but now I see that you're immense, so I'm proposing.
Be my son. Still rendering. This is gonna take a while. That is camera movement. I have a little bit more. I haven't animated it, so it's just layout. It's just this.
Be my son. Mushnik and Son.
And that's what it's supposed to say up there
Sounds
in the
great.
lights.
3 words with the ring of fate. So say you'll incorporate with me.
And back here is just a floor stream. It's free on YouTube right now.
What business will do for FTD?
Little Shop of Horrors is free with ads on YouTube right now. Really good, really recommended, real good movie. Though I wish they had the director's cut, because I think the ending's better. Fits more thematically. It's also a lot more impactful. Really feel sad for the guy. Well, probably shouldn't have shown that. I'm just gonna move this over here. So, how was your day? Was it good? Was it bad? Because I've been stuck here trying to wait for this to render for a while now. Yep. Oh, wait. Oh, look at that. Look at that. You got a haircut? I noticed. It looks good on you. Uh-oh. Here's another problem. You know what's good? Whatever shows up here, you'll get to see your first peek at Rakshak and Benny Remolded at looking into my textures files. Whoa! You see that? This is your first look. Soak it in, boys. This is exactly what it's gonna look like. One of the shots in the episode is just gonna be this. Okay. Find missing files. Everything's good now. Got hair. He's got hair. He's got a shirt. I don't think anything else is here. Widgets. Plane. There's a plane there. Red. That's the tomato texture. Okay. Now we get to light. Now here's the problem here. I want to do a somewhat similar thing to what I did in the original with the spots lights and such. And then whenever like they come together and they see more, Mr. Mushnik starts talking to Seymour, like the lights are all gonna glow up. But for right now, it's just all spotlights. I might work on this more, like, live streaming, because this is fun. And also, like, I'm probably going to have a bit more content before Rakshak and Benny comes out. So let's add a spotlight. I have no idea what I'm doing at this point. You know what I should have done? I should have done a color key. But I'm not going to do that. I usually do that. I am working on one for Rakshak and Benny. But I'm not going to do that for this. I'm just going to go for it. I just realized I rendered the wrong screen. This one, I usually put this one in Y whenever I'm lighting. Uh-oh, it's frozen again. There you go. Up there, go there. Look at that. Very dramatic. Oh, also, I was gonna do this. Shwoop. Everything black. Probably won't be whenever I color correct it, but move this down a little bit. Oh, there's a problem. Is that then also there's this shot. Well, no, I could probably fix that with some other spotlights. I'm just gonna focus on Mr. Nether for right now, but also, what kind of angle? Should it be this type of like straight on angle? The light should be. Because, let me experiment a little bit, because it could be like this, so that, but then once the camera comes all the way around, well no, because you kind of, there's that. See, that kind of shading doesn't look good. Because it's just like immediate out spotlight. Let me try front facing and then like... I chose the most difficult thing to demonstrate my lighting here because of the camera movement. But just like set up the key light. And then here's where it gets... I really don't like that. I don't like it whenever the camera's front facing for some reason. Or maybe it fits better with the song because it's, you know, he's singing a bit more emotionally about how broke he'll be if Seymour leaves. I'm going to leave it like that for now, just, you know, as a catch-all. And I'm probably going to do the same for Seymour. Whoa, look at that. He's got an angel under his eyes. Now there's a problem. Well, let me do it at point light first so I can see like all the shadow variations on him. Because there's that. Because Larry, especially with how I modeled and texture him, like, he looks better if the light is, like, right in front of him. So then you get, like, that kind of highlight, which is always on him, like, during the series. But on top of that... difficult. Difficult. Well, I think this looks kind of cool. This kind of, like... They're kind of touching. Let me just like move that up a little bit. No? Okay. And then have them just slightly touch. Boop. I don't think that should affect anything too heavily. That's okay. And that's okay. We see Larry back here. Oh, that's a problem. So many problems I have to like take into account with all this. Is that you're gonna see the other character in the background. Kind of dealt with that in the original, where you don't see him entirely until the camera entirely turns around. Let me pull that back up again. Yeah, that's because... Okay. Now I remember.
I don't like that guy, Mr. Mushnick, and you should hear...
You don't see that they're back to back until it gets into Larry's shot. And even then you see like a little bit of Mr. Mushnick come out in the back and... Let me see here. I don't like it. Ooh! Ooh! Ooh. I have an idea. But Okay, let me just try it for now. I'll have the keyframes there in case I want to go back to this, but... Or what I could do... I could do this. New collection. Come on. Lighting. Lighting. And then add a new one in here. Lighting 1. Lighting 2. So, you know, if I want to keep this, I'll keep this. Add this to lighting 1. And then I'll duplicate these. Because right now all I'm trying to do is like figure out how I'm going to do the key light. Which, yeah. Get rid of these. And now I can experiment a little bit more. With more freedom and not being afraid of like having to reset everything back. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to do this. As the every time the camera moves, the lights move. So then, kind of see him. T constant. And then once it goes back to that camera, it goes back. Woo! Exhilarating, isn't it? I think that'll work. Move this back up here. Well, you kind of lose a bit of... No, I think it's fine. Then Larry's got a little smaller. I think that looks good. So then the camera turns around. You just get the first glimpse of Seymour. Turns back. Can see everything back to back. Look at that. Hold on. Let me move this up a little bit. Because I kind of want to get a rim light effect on him. On the characters in the background. But, yeah, okay. So now I just like duplicate the keyframes until everything's in its proper position. And then whenever Mr. Mushnick turns around, that's going to get a little bit complicated. I'm going to have to come up with a new lighting setup for that. Move this down here. Right there. Boop. So that's the camera turns around. You see the shadow of his former self. Seymour's line. Mushnick line. Dibba dibba dibba. And then whenever he does the big turnaround. Well, I guess I need to think about like when all the lights come back on. Unless I could do it on his like dramatic turnaround, beset, befuddled, and bereft. I could do it on that. Just like as he says it, all the lights come back on. I haven't been thinking about color. I need to think about light color. Blue? Sad. Blue is sad. Sad blue light. Sad blue light. Oh, so sad. Now this one. Go back to this light. Go there. And then, okay. Ooh. Let me see what would happen if I try to do this. I think that could work. Now you're noticing that I'm leaving Mr. Nezer completely in the dark back here. And that is because I still haven't put in the fill lights. And what I'm hoping is that the fill lights and the rim lights and all that are enough to light his face in order to be seen. I'm hoping that's possible. Hello. Thank you. This is a project that I worked on in the shadows as we've been doing Rack Shack and Benny, because I can't do that the entire time. I have other ideas. Boom. Beset, befuddled, and bereft. There's some light. Okay. Now, here's the tricky thing. Is that... Well, maybe... It's going to be very difficult for me to try... Well, I've done it before. I did it with the Bunny song. It's going to be very difficult for me to try to, like, make everything, like, feel this dramatic and try to add the fill lights and rim lights to everything else. Because all of those lights are probably going to interact with the floor in a very funny way. Not a very funny way. In a very normal way that lights should act. But I don't want them to. I don't want them to act like that. They're misbehaving lights and shadows. I wish this was an earlier Blender version so I could just, like, disconnect the lights. But I can't do that. I don't think I can anyways. Used to do it all the time. Now look at us. Like a bickering old couple, me and Blender. Nope, that's a bad idea because that's just gonna go right back to the original position. Gotta get a new one. What is it? Oh, there's a point light. Well, I think that's good to just test how things are gonna look. 200. Look at that. Here's a problem. Ooh. Here's all this. Again, I'm not thinking about color. What should I do for color? I guess yellow lights are just kind of the default for me. Yellow key light and then blue everything else just like they did in the 90s. What if I just look up dramatic lighting and just see if I can find some reference there? Dramatic lighting. Dramatic lighting. Everything's just black. Oh, this girl here looks like the police are after her. Everything's just black and white. Okay, this isn't helping much. This one kind of helps, I guess. But that's just the rim light. Let me show you what I'm seeing. This one kind of helps. This? I don't know. Guy with a beard. This is just a drawing with an underlight. Is that Andrew? I forgot his last name, but Blender Guru, is that him with a mustache? I don't know. Why, thank you. Thank you, Pixar fan. Look at this Goyle. Look at this Goyle. Look at this man. Okay, I'm done with that. How am I gonna do this? What color should things be? Everything that I saw that was color-wise is just like big, flashy, very pop art colors. But I don't want that. I want this to be very vintage, I guess would be the right word for it. I guess maybe, let me try it with my usual yellow and blue. Yeah, that doesn't look too good. Yellow and purple. I don't like it. Not the feeling that I'm going for. Red? Yellow. Yellow and yellow. Yellow and orange. I could do some interesting color temperature things with each character. For this section, Mushnik has a color temperature and Seymour has a color temperature. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try, like, Mushnik's color temperature is more orangish red, and Seymour's color temperature is more blue. Give each side a bit more contrast. Because, well, no, because in the song, they're kind of feeling, gets technically feeling the same emotion. Well, Mushnik is the villain of, kind of, not a villain, but he's a fairly morally ambiguous character. And that's kind of like fills his purpose in the musical because, well, spoilers. I'll just leave it at that. But like the build up of that spoiler opposed to other things that happen to that musical and building up to the very end of the musical, you know, really helps with the theme. It's very good show, very good musical. When they face each other, light can be purple. That's interesting. I should have done color keys. I should have done color keys. What do you guys think? Red, purple. I like the purple idea, but I like the mixing the colors. I especially like it being purple. Wait a minute. I guess in this section, Seymour is the more angry one, and Mushnik is the more, I guess, kind of dejected one. Because Seymour is, like, angry at, the dentist. I forgot his name. Steve Martin's character. Son, be a dentist. This art thing. It's a bit late because whenever I go back to it. Also, I disconnected my drawing tablet. You know what? Screw it. I'm plugging it back in. I need to experiment with this a lot more. This is why, if you're wondering why it takes me so long to do these videos, this is why. Blue for Mushnik, red, orange, green. That's what I'm thinking. Let me do color keys. Mostly just because I like doing color keys, and that's what I usually do in my process. I do color keys. Can I show? Every time I do a live stream, I'm like second guessing myself as to like what I can show in terms of Rack Shack and Benny, because I wish there was more I could show. And basically, I'm the only one who has final say as to what I can show. But I'm just wondering what is good enough to show that won't give like everything away. That's exactly what I was thinking about the colors compared to their morality. Well, I guess at this point in the musical, Seymour, depending on how you look at it, Seymour is either becoming... Maybe I wouldn't say that. He did kill a man, but no, he's not. He hasn't killed a man yet. I forget that was before the first death. Seymour kind of somewhat becomes a more morally ambiguous person, because in the beginning he's a lot more innocent, and then they show Audrey and her date, and then, you know, that gives him the proper motivation to do the first killing. Spoilers, I guess. Putting on the Ritz! I'm gonna keep Frank celery because I like him. Oh, I was doing... You missed it earlier. We were watching Bob and Larry's How to Draw, and I kept on doing... I did sketches. I did a bunch of gags. I went a bit crazy. Let me do some color keys, because I like doing color keys. My tablet's upside down. My tablet's upside down. My tablet's upside down. It's right side up now. I fixed it. Technical wizard I am. Nope, wrong brush. Time to do some color keys, because I'm indecisive. Artistically, I like planning everything to the very minute detail, except I'm not very detail-oriented, and I am prone to becoming a little bit lazy. I just like thinking a lot before I make decisions. Is it a flaw? I don't know. That's probably too many squares, but just gonna do a couple. Just do a couple. Thank you. Here's a Nether. Here's a Lars. Gonna add his shirt, because shirt. The white shirt is probably gonna be the thing that really shows the difference in color temperature. And the eyes. The eyes, especially whenever I'm studying VeggieTales episodes for lighting, I really notice the eyes in order to see, like, what exactly the color temperature they're going for is. Let me go back to Blender so I can see the... Hopefully this doesn't wreck anything if I just, like, leave the render on while I do this. Well, I guess the slowest part is, like, trying to load up all the shaders. I'm gonna leave it a little bit lighter so I can see, because in the final color correction, not everything is going to be completely pitch black. That would be far too much. Yellow. My favorite color, yellow. I'm gonna test out and see the colors that you guys were suggesting. Do a little this, little that. I forgot what the color of it. Okay. It's kind of like grayish blue. I was the one who textured and modeled it. I don't know why I'm confused about what the color is. red tie. Okay, we settled for blue for Mushnik. Now here's my query. I'm good with the blue for Mushnik, red for Seymour. My query is, should the key light be the same color? Be the same color temperature? There's more of a question of perception, which has more emphasis on the color temperature, the key light or the fill light. And if I either contrast the two or make them the same, which one makes the color temperature stronger? And in which direction? This should be a lot simpler, because it's literally just two characters on a plane with spotlights. Mushnik is Mr. Nezer. I just like going by the character names, because, like, that's just it. That's just the character. We do this, add kind of a highlight on here, and then let me duplicate this and see. Mr. Mushner. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna make it a yellow key light. See if that makes any... And then contrast that. I haven't finished this one. I need to. Look at me, I'm Adam Sandler. I'm gonna finish this one, make it a little bit brighter, make it a little bit bluer. Do you see the difference between the two? Do. Okay, there's that. Orange key light for this one. Bluer shadow. That's interesting. Okay. I forgot Larry's costume. Blue. Also blue. Give him a nice little striped sweater. The best time to wear a striped sweater is all the time. Yeah, these two are the same in terms of non-contrasting color temperatures. Hello! Good afternoon. I was wondering when you were gonna get here. You missed the first 3 hours. 4 hours? Pines is here. Everybody look, Pines is here. Ah, that was it. That's what gets you, isn't it? That's why I wake up at 5 o'clock this morning. I usually wake up at 4. I woke up a bit late today. Oh wait, I just need to... But we're doing lighting for a short that I did. That I'm doing. Uh-oh. Wait, what? Oh. Let me just... Merge layer below, merge layer below. Merge everything. I don't like doing things in layers for some reason. Ooh, wait. Ooh, wait. Ooh, I just got an idea. I know what I'm gonna do now. I'm just gonna paint it for fun. After that, I messed up this one, but you know. Just gonna do this. Gotta get that early worm. The early worm gets the bird. He stabs the bird. Kills it before it can. Kills it before it can kill him. Now, merge all these layers together. Then you've got this. So then, the rim light and fill light of each other's lighting is the after effects of each other's lighting. Why didn't I think of that before? It's like such an obvious thing now. Okay. I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing now. That's why I do these. That's why I do all these. I was talking about being early. Waking up early. Early bird kills the bird. Early worm gets the bird. That's how the saying goes. Too much. Too much. So then, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. This is gonna work. No, stop. Go down so it's more of a fill light. Turn up the size. Too much. That's too much. 500 or whatever. Why isn't it working? 500. 500. There you go. That's like way too much size. Ooh. 50. 100. I wasn't saying that I kill birds. I was saying that the worm kills the bird. Things are still going. Ooh. So then, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. This is gonna work. What? Is that what chicken's made out of? That's why they call it chicken. Oh no! What? I didn't know KFC was made out. I thought that was just their mascot. Oh no. This is Mr. Nugget, Chicken Nugget Factory. I thought that was Paco's. Yeah, the chicken nugget story. So I have this light. 2, size 3. I'm trying to figure out what the right size is for the... Because I like a nice specular light. Just not... I don't want it to be that much. There you go. I think that's a bit better. Hold on, let me try... Then I get more of an idea of how this is working. Oh, I just realized I forgot about the camera. I forgot about the camera movement. Oh no, I forgot about the camera. That does sound fun. Light there. Comes around. This is gonna be the fill light, and once it gets to this shot, you can kind of see how that's affecting that. Although, ooh, look at that. That's nice and moody. Oh, would you look at that? Although I'm not sure how much that's gonna show up. Why are we coming back to this? Last time I was on live stream, we talked about Abraham Lincoln being made for McRibs. They take Abraham Lincoln's dead body and puts it in the McRib. We talked about this last time. Last time that I was in a live stream. Look how moody that is. 150? Because I want it to be enough where... LarryBoy! Get a bit of a fill light here. And then this is blue or purple. I could make it purple. I like a bit more blue and purple together. Like purple and brown. I don't think this should have a shadow. So then I could just like move it around a bit. Do all that. I should probably do it. Like that. Wait. Spinach. Spinach. Such a fun word, spinach. I think that's too bright. Hold on. 75. That's a bit better. Should this be more specular? That's the question. Whoa! Whoa, baby! I like the specular. I like a bit of specular there. Oh, baby, I like a bit of specular in my lighting. It's made out of burger. Oh no, I read that wrong, but I like the way I read it. In-N-Out Burger is made of burger inside and outside restaurant. See how this goes by. And look how dramatic he's being, Mr. Nezzer. He's got good acting chops, says the man who animated him. Maybe I should keep the shadows there to add a little bit of fake ambient occlusion. Speaking of which, I could do that. I should probably do that. Nice. Why did they call it an oven when you oven the cold food of out hot eat the food? See, I read that with my eyes closed. I used to say it all the time. What I wanted to do is I want to get a poster like in the back of my room that's in like the live laugh love font, but it says, why did they call it an oven when you oven the cold food of out hot eat the food, and just give everyone who comes into my room an aneurysm. $500. Oh no, I'm gonna have to do redo the keyframes on that. Or, hold on. Wait, I might not let me do the... This is getting a bit much. No specular on that. 500. Let me turn this down. I think that's a bit better. I don't know why I chose Archibald to do this originally. Well, I guess maybe it's just because I hadn't actually watched the musical yet. I just heard the song because my brother listens to a lot of musicals. And, like, he, of course, had this on his Spotify playlist. And it just came up every once in a while. And I was just like, oh, yeah. Oh, I just realized that this... Why I want that? Because it's definitely going to help whenever I turn here. But don't know, I kind of like a bit more dramatic. I could like, I could every time the camera turns, turn the power of the light down until it gets up to that point. Or I could just turn it down now. Why don't I just do that? Oh, it's because I sent that in. I sent it in to Welcome to Land of Nothingness servers. Because I wanted to show people. Because I like the ideas that I had. That's why I redid it. But, you know, a lot of the acting choices that I made, I like a lot of those. But then, like, I know a lot more about animation now, so I can make it look better. Turn this down. 75. I guess that works. And then whenever we get the other camera angles here, it's not as bad. What I need to do... That's a problem. I guess that's good. Good enough. No, I'm just gonna have to redo all these keyframes. Bless me. Thank you. Gotta make sure the... Thank you. I've been practicing. Okay, I think... Thank you. My last sneeze. I want to save up all my sneezes for the last week of my life. Just start building them all up, and then the last day of my life, you know, just let them all out. New Year's stream? I don't know if I'm gonna do a New Year's stream. I guess this is technically my New Year's stream. Whenever it hits 3 o'clock, for me it's New Year's, and then I get to go to bed. That's not true. I go to bed at like 8. Look at that Larry. Scared Larry. Call him scary. That's just the word. That's not anything. I'm sorry. Then I'm gonna have to replicate the rim light on the other side of Mr. Nezzer. Actually. I need to think about, because these shots, you kind of see Mr. Nezzer. And I think with the color correction, like, you're going to see less of Nezzer. But you can see a bit more of the rim light. Of this, well, the key light, but it turns into a rim light. I wonder what would happen if I turned up the power on that. Would you be able to see, like, this little rim? This rim. The rim of Mr. Nezzer here. See, that's pretty decent. I forgot what I set this to. Fairy Larry. He's a fairy now. 1500. I kind of want to add a rim light. An actual rim light instead of like whatever. I guess it would count as a fill light. This would be. Shadow? Shadow. Shadow. Yes, no shadow? Yes, shadow. No shadow, yes, shower. Shadow, no shadow, yes, shadow. No shadow. Or be indecisive and add another light. That's the key to this. If there's a spot where you don't like the lighting, just add another light. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna hurt you to add another light. What do you think it's gonna do? What do you think it's gonna do? You think it's gonna hurt you? No. You just add another little tiny light. Just add another light. Maybe just one more light. You can add another light if you want. Just add another light. You can add one more light if you want. Add one more light. See what happens. I'll tell you what's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Just add another light. There's just another light there. I realize, as I'm saying this, it would probably be better if I did this. I could do this. I could do this. Boom. That's, wait. I need to fix this light. Come on. Get the keyframe. Go to the keyframe. What do you mean there's no key? There's a keyframe right there. Keyframe. There you go. How about we just add another light? That's what I say. But that light's messing some things up. But you can see, he ain't complaining. And then back here, I could do this. So then you can kind of see the contrast between the blue and the cooler and the warmer light temperatures, color temperatures. Look at that. Look at Mr. Nether back there. What arrow tool? You mean this? This doesn't do anything. I kind of... I'm thinking about this lighting setup that I have for Mr. Nether. I just need one more light right here, and then he will be completely filled with light. It just needs to be a very, very light light. A very light light. A very light, a light light. A light light. A night light. Like a night light. A night light is a very light light. A night light is a very light light. A night light is a very light light. Got it? Good, because I'm not repeating it. So, I guess I could just, like, take this one, pull it back. Nope, that's too bright. Too bright of a light. Oh, look at that. Look how wonderful that is. I'm not gonna repeat it. Nightlight is very light. What are you afraid? You played Nightlight. Very good. See, 3, 2, 1 Blender got it. You should too. This is the wrong light. Uh-oh. 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 Too dark. 50. Too dark. 70. Too light. 60. Too dark. 65. I think good enough. Probably good enough. What if I add the... Well, no, this... That actually looks pretty good, actually. Actually, that does look pretty good. Actually. Why didn't I turn up the specular here? What happens if I do? Why didn't I do that? We can see Mr. Nether. Where... Oh, no! See, this is good because I have the camera so low that you can just barely make out like all these little mistakes. Look at that Nez. Look at Mr. Mushner. He's having the time of his life getting all lit up with his pals. You heard me. Why is that? Hello? Did I merge that with the code? Why? Oh, it's probably because I have the solidify modifier there. I don't like it. I don't like the flower with the solidify modifier. Oh well. Oh well. I think that's too bright now. 25. 40? Something about this I'm not liking for some reason. You just uploaded? Hold on. Well, never mind, because I forgot that I left Chrome on for so long, and also my computer's just gonna... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, never mind. Alright, I'm gonna check it on my... I'm not gonna watch it now, but I'm gonna check it on my phone. Oh, sleepy puppy. There's a sleepy puppy back here. Or just a very tired one. Very tired and very sleepy puppy. Oh! Oh, look at this sleepy puppy. Oh, look at this sleepy puppy. She's sleeping on his side. She's having so much fun. Having nice dreams. Having nice dreams of sleep in puppy dreams. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Rhyme time. I think maybe the beat. I'm second guessing my. Oh, that's what it is. That's what's making me second guess that. It's this light. This light's too bright. It's also very large. I don't know why it's so large. Turn that down. 100. Let's try that. That looks a lot better. And then I just turn this up. Aw, man. It burnt down. Dang. Ah, dang. Oh, man. Man. Dang. You can see the despair in his eyes. Well, now I have this light. 40. Now I'm torn. Blue? I guess. Back to 50. I'm just gonna go with that. No, I'm not. Never mind. 45. I should probably work on Larry's light now, but I'm not going to. What is this? What is that light? I guess that's from this. Is it? Oh. But I thought... Alright. I thought this light was covering that shadow, unless... Oh, it's because he moved. And go back to the color key. You can see all that. Uh-oh. I think still going. I think still good over here. Things are still good. There's the Nazar. Now let's go start to work on Larry. And when I'm done with Larry, I'm going to go back to Mr. Nazar. In your home address, you live downtown. Downtown, with the Russians, yes, that is quo. Down on Skid Row. Yes, you live downtown, where the cabs don't stop. Downtown, where the food is schlop. Downtown, yes, that is quo. Down on Skid Row. Down on Skid Row. Down on Skid Row. Down on Skid Row. 4. poor. Okay. I keep asking God what I'm for. And he tells me, gee, I'm not sure. Sweep that floor, kid, oh. My life as an orphan, a child of the street. Here on Skid Row. Food and a bread and job. Treats me like dirt. Calls me a slut, which I am. So I live. Ooh, I just realized this. I don't know what you guys talk about in the chat. I don't know anything about any of these brands. Look at that. That's a nice rim light. Ooh. Well, I need to like... 2? 0.5. That would take way too long. Doing animation suggestions. I would spend the entire stream just working on one. Well, I guess you weren't... you either came here for it, or you came in the middle of it, or you didn't see me do it at all. But we spent half of the beginning of me trying to light this scene just doing color scripts. Just all throughout doing color scripts. And just arguing over what color temperature everything should be and all that. Maybe renders. Doing renders. Probably not as much work because I don't have to make the characters move. It's ironic you say that, Wild Strawberry, because of the subject matter of the musical that this is based off of. Nope, wrong thing. Don't duplicate that. Remeders. Andrew Lying saying, ooh, Remeders has the same energy as, ooh, grapes. Ooh, Remeders. I probably should have redone the key light. Because those shadows are just going to be there the whole time, aren't they? Unless I... Three? Ooh! $200. That's real good. Why didn't I do this for Mr. Nether? Hold on, let me go back to Mr. Nether for a little bit. Because that looks really good. Oh, it's because it's not as intense. it's not as bright as the light. Huh? Why did that get brighter? And then this can be now more intense. I think it's just the color temperature. It's not very often that eyes are used to seeing a blue key light because, you know, of the outdoors. Usually it's the sky is technically the fill light of the world. So all the shadows are blue with a light sky. So it's kind of odd seeing blue light with yellow shadows. Wait, how many people are on the stream now? Because, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have checked on my phone. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting to do this. 9 people are watching. Shouldn't it say here? Well, I guess some of you have seen it. Some of you have stayed here long enough to see, like, what the animation is. I mean, how many of you have not here? Well, I guess Personal Pineapple here. Not in the background, the music to this video. I've shown you Pines what the music is before. Look, he's blue. He is yellow. Although it should be red. Let me change it to be red. Also, this is very intense light. Let me pull it up. Forgetting. Oh wait, I forget. Ah! So many things. Great time. Okay. Here's what the actual animation is.
He'll think about it. He'll think about it.
I don't like that guy, Mr. Mushnick, and you should hear the way he talks to Audrey.
Gott in Himmel, no, the kid just said he'd mull it over.
No wonder she looks so unhealthy. It's enough to make you sick.
If he left me, if Seymour left me, why then I'd be right back where I started, which was broken, starving.
Sweet and good and beautiful as she is, she deserves a prince, not a sadistic creep like him.
Close to bankrupt.
What a louse.
Beset, befuddled, and bereft. That's what I'd be if Seymour left.
There's more to it. Hold on.
He's a disgrace to the dental profession.
Seymour!
Sir?
Seymour! How would you like to be my son? How would you like to be my own adopted boy? I never liked him much before,
forget
but
who it
now
is
the
in
cash that's in the drawer. I got no choice, I'm much too poor. Say yes!
What for?
Seymour,
Does
I
he sound
want
like
to
Joe?
be your dad. I want to see you climbing up my family tree. I used to think you left a stench, but now I see that you're immense, so I'm proposing.
Be my son. I had to finish the sentence. So that's what it is. So just so you know, just so everybody's on the same page. He does. 321 London knows what most of those are. Warm light is always so intense. Contrast this to that, and that to this, and this to that, and that to this. Going around, doing area light. Shadows are back again. Gotta delete them with my magical light ray. shadows gone. Shadows are gone now. All shadows will die. I'm incredibly lonely. Just look it up. It's called Mushnik and Son. And look up the movie. Oh, the movie doesn't have the song. That's only in the Broadway version. Wish did have the song. It's a really good song. And also gives more impact to some of the things in the that happens in the musical. Look at that. Look at these two guys. These two fellas having a good old time. Blue Nazir, red cucumber. Those highlights bugging me a bit. That's just because the camera angle changed. Stupid camera angle. Stupid camera angle. Why's it gotta do that to me? Stupid camera angle. Oh, camera angle, why you gotta to do that to me? Why you got to do that to me, camera angle? Stupid camera angle. Changing where the light reflects off of the eyes so that it looks like he has little white pupils. I might just turn up the background a bit. Well, no, then... Oh, no. Well, maybe. I guess it's barely noticeable. I was gonna say, you'll see where the end of the world is, but you can kind of see it here. You just kind of see. You just kind of see right here. Just see. Look at all that. No. It's fine. Perfectly fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Blue light. There's a guy with his blue light and purple light. Make it more blue? Should I make it more blue? Ooh, that's a lot better. Why did I do that in the first place? I thought a purple light was the way to go, but nope. Actually, I could probably change the key light to make... For some reason, I just want a little bit of purple in there. That's good. That's some good stuff right there. Ooh. Nope, that's too much. Too much. Far too much. That looks pretty good. That's pretty decent. Purple Archibald. I scoff at your purple Archibald. Purple Archibald. All your designs are really good, and I really like how much life and character you give to the designs. Purple Archibald. No, that's too much. Well, too little. Too little, too late. Make it more blue. Perfect. Now what I could... No! Stopped my brain. Stopped my brain from thinking that because I know exactly what's going to happen. I was going to say I could use a volume material, add a square with a volume material, and like then you could see the spotlights. But then I remembered you not only see the spotlights, you'll also see every other light. So that's not going to help very much in terms of giving it more mood. Unless, well, I could try, see what'll happen. But then you're just gonna be able to see all the lights together. Oh, I forgot! Never mind, I'm not doing that at all. I need to put in the rim light. I want to do more of these streams. I really do. Because they've been really fun to do so far, and also there's nothing more that I like than talking about making art. Well, talking about and making art, both. And I can do that. I can do that with these streams. I mean, I feel like I have a few, like, fairly lackluster skills. Lackluster is, in my opinion, that, I think I could do better. Like, animation, I feel like I could do better animation-wise in terms of just, like, general acting. I understand, like, a lot of physical things, but I think I could be a better actor in terms of trying to make the characters emote. I'm not that great at lighting. Things could look a bit more realistic. Or so. Not realistic. More appealing. Like, things could happen that I got lost in... I forgot what I was saying. Texturing is something that I think I could be better at also. Also, set design. I really want to get better at set design. I think the sets that I have in Rack Shack and Benny, they're, like, simplistic enough, but they could be more. Like, I could, like, fill in shots a lot more with some more things. But I think it's good for, one, the simplistic, like, feeling of a VeggieTales episode, and also, like, helps you focus in on the characters a lot more. I probably should have done concept art with the factory and all that with the characters. So then I can contrast the characters with, like, some kind of, like, general background feeling. Because having the background have more detail, but also, like, blend in a little bit more with, like, more colors that are more pleasant to look at together. Hello, Pinata time. Okay. I think all I gotta do is just, like, parent this to the camera and then, like, switch it on and off as it goes. I mean, for the reference that you gave me here, Mr. Lunch, whether it's like I'm adding extra scenes, I'm not adding extra scenes, but like I'm also not exactly recreating it one-to-one. I'm redesigning everything, and I'm redoing shots. I'm re-editing timing. I'm, like, Also redoing the score, which I mentioned. Did I mention that earlier? I guess I mentioned that to Drew earlier. Again, I don't like how the score is going so far. Ooh, that's a nice rim light. Then just go down. Get out of here. No one wants you here anymore, rim light. Maybe I could add a bit of rim light here. Bye, wild strawberry. Could I? Is this good? Is this good? I'm asking myself, is this good? Rim light goes around. You kind of see it here, but I can easily fix that. Hold on. No, other side. Go on the other side. So then, like, whenever the camera turns around completely this way, you can see it just kind of blends in with Larry. Because the rim light's supposed to add a bit more contrast, so go on the other side, you. I think once I finish with this shot, probably not with this shot, but with this scene, probably gonna end the stream. Down, 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 down. Up. Come back up, rim light. I don't know exactly what the future holds for me, because I'm in college right now at the moment. Right now, I am in college. And I am majoring in digital media at the moment, but things aren't going too well in that department. So I don't know what's going to happen to me. I can, like, try to, like, do my own thing, and that's all I can really do. I can try. I seem to have a good enough audience and a good enough, like, feeling for what I want artistically. I'm slowly but surely getting to that point. And also, you know, at a certain point, I don't really care for the animation industry at the moment. I don't exactly care for a lot of, especially newer Pixar movies. I don't really care for Disney. So I'm just in a bit of an awkward position in terms of my job prospects. In terms of my job prospects in the future, in my future artistic endeavors. But right now, like, doing this kind of stuff, just, like, doing things on my own that I really like to do. I kind of want to do more original stuff, but, like, I would still be doing the same thing that I enjoy, which is just making things that I want to make. I still love to be with people. Thank you, mice. Mice, you give me comfort. That light is just... Well, another thing that I've noticed about, like, 3D animation in particular, is that a lot of people who are into 3D animation are usually more tech-oriented, which I am not at all. I am not tech-oriented in the slightest. I have a drawing board over there, and I really like to paint. See, that's what I'm talking about with, like, general, like, animation landscape at the moment. I don't really care for any of the stuff that's coming out. I just used, like, Disney and Pixar as examples because they are what everybody is basically has been copying for the past 20 years in terms of 3D animation. Like, and even with Disney, like, even longer than that. Like, there's, like, a few rare exceptions of, like, television animation that, like, resonate with me, like, enough where I was like, yeah, I want to do this kind of thing. But it's, like, so rare for me to, like, resonate with that kind of thing. I don't watch a lot of animated movies. I mostly watch live-action movies. Usually they're live-action movies who, like, that feel a bit cartoony. But still... They're movies that, like, use that language of, like, Looney Tunes-esque humor and that kind of thing to make another point, rather than just, like, that kind of thing for the sake of being that. Like most animated films are. Learning 2D animation and 3D animation at the same time. I wouldn't say necessarily animation, but learning, like, let's say I learn painting and I learn how to use Blender. Those two things, like, doing both of them at the same time really help each other. Like, figuring out how lighting works in a 3D animation software like Blender's helps me deeper understand how to represent 3D form and lighting in a painting. And even that, like, vice versa. We saw I do color keys in 2D, and then I translate what I learned in those 2D color keys and put them into 3D animation. Like, that's what my entire first stream was about, the end of silliness lighting tests, is, like, doing those color keys, basically trying to make a color key off of an already finished render, and then trying to think of it as if I was lighting the scene. Trying to figure out, like, what details in the animation I could pick out to, like, deconstruct what the lighting is actually doing. At this point, I'm just rambling. Beset, befuddled, and bereft. This is a good shot. Wait, then he goes down for a bit. What's that gonna do? That looked good enough. Then again, even when I say, like, I watch more live-action movies, I don't really watch anything much in general. I like to create more than I consume. I can grow out a beard, but I don't like it. I don't like growing out beard. I don't like growing out a beard or a mustache. I don't feel like me. I feel like someone who should be on a list whenever I grow up a beard and a mustache. Ooh ha ha. Ooh ha ha. Ooh ha ha. That's pretty good. That's a good looking cucumber right there. Just need to add the rim light. And then I think that's pretty much it for the lighting. How long does it take? I don't know how long it takes me to light a scene. It takes me pretty quickly to, like, animate a scene. Maybe not that quickly. Maybe it's just because I'm live streaming that this is taking longer than I think it should. I did spend a good amount of there rambling about my life choices and my life prospects. Now just look at that. Look at that cucumber. That's a good, well-lit cucumber, I would say. Then, well, hold on. Let me try to do this. Okay, so there, it'll switch what side it's on. At this point? Well, no, you can kind of see a little bit of the fill light there. How come this isn't working? Is that the camera? Did I parent it correctly? Yeah, I parented it to the right. This isn't part of Rack Shack and Benny. This is a completely separate project that I was working on in the background. Maxwell, you're back. What do you mean you're back? I did this all for you. That's why I did this in the first place. And you just left me? You just left me there? I feel betrayed. I feel like an evil plant ate me. An evil plant from outer space just ate me. And I am your father. That's how I feel inside, Maxwell. How could you do this to me? What is happening here? All those specular colors. Oh, I forgot to do the thing. Wait a minute, it should be there. Hold on a minute. Where, honey, where's my fill light? I can't seem to find it anywhere. No, Mr. Lynch, that's what the play's about. that plays about a big evil plant, and that's why it's so popular, because the big evil plant is on stage and it actually eats people. And it's pretty cool to see it live. I've never seen it live, but I've seen people sneak in their cameras into the theater. And it's pretty cool. It looks like pretty realistic, you know, for the stage. It looks pretty believable. There you go. Things aren't supposed to be realistic. They're just supposed to be believable. Suspension of disbelief is the key to all of theater and animation. What? It was real! It is Little Shop of Horror. That's what we've been talking about. This whole thing. That's what this is. Haven't you heard the one about Alfred? Oh, the two fill lights need to switch on Larry. Going around town. The song that I animated for this project is Mushnik and Son from Little Shop of Horrors. And then going over here, I guess, well, let me see how it looks here, and then I'll just like switch it. I'll move the keyframes over. Man, this is some pretty decent looking lighting. I really like the lighting for this. I hope I can do some better lighting for Rack Shack and Benny, because it's probably gonna need it. Look, it's already going. Okay, get this out. Get it out. Get it out of here. Then, whenever it goes here, or I could just leave it there. That's pretty good. I'd say all these shots look good. What do you guys think? I feel like Larry... a bit too intense, isn't it? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I forgot. I forgot to move the keyframes. Bah! There. One. Move this over. Come on, come on, come on. You know what the strange thing is? I'm starting to get hungry again. And then go over here. Well, here's the thing. What is this light? Is this light? Okay. Move to the other side. Well, Nintega. Hello, Nintega. But you're a bit too late, because I'm almost done with this stream. You missed it. We had a lot of fun. But now I'm getting very close to finish, and I've been streaming for like 4 hours at this point. He's talking about the Lyric Studios packaging, which I really like. Very unique packaging style that they had for those VHS tapes. And I really love them. Well, guess what, Nintega? I just get hungry sometimes. You know? Sometimes that's just what happens. Sometimes you just get hungry. And that's okay. And that's okay to be upset. It's fine. But you know, sometimes things are just like that. Sometimes you're just hungry. And you just want to express your feelings to the world. That's what I do with my art. I actually... Oh no! I messed it up. I don't have any of the VHS tapes, no. The only VHS tape that I really have, besides the ones that are in my attic, is I have an original copy of David and Johnny Pickle. 1996. 96 copy of David and Johnny Pickle. Just found it at a flea market somewhere. Got a few stains on it. I'm not sure if they're mine. Because we work real hard at the chocolate factory. We start at 7 and we don't get lunch till 6. Is it the toy factory, the chocolate factory, or the egg factory? I didn't say they were my stain. I said they don't know if they are my stains. Because I have a fairly messy room. I actually gave some of my VeggieTales DVDs away recently. I gave them to my niece. I'm trying to get the rim light to go. What's the size of these things? Why is the rim light not doing anything? I gave them Fib from Outer Space, Josh and the Big Wall, Madam Blueberry, Rumor Weed, Star of Christmas, Toy That Saved Christmas, St. Nicholas. I gave him another one. Oh, and Easter Carol. Yeah. I think those are all the ones. Oh, and Esther. This is what I'm working on, Nintega. As you can see, I'm working on it. No, she really likes them. Like, actually, they sent me a video. My brother usually babysits her, and he sent me a video of her watching Josh and the Big Wall, and she really liked it. Hold on a minute. Every time I go to Larry, I feel like the light's too intense. I didn't want to give her like some of the really early ones because part of me feels like she might get scared of them. You know, the animation and such hasn't aged that well. I think I only like them because I watched them so much when I was a kid. And also, like, it was the early 2000s, so that kind of thing. We hadn't entirely grown out of that type of animation. But Josh and the Big Wall, Fit from Outer Space is a really good place to start in terms of, like, that's when things start really looking good. Why is this shot weird? Oh no. I think it's just because of that. Because of this light. I might have to move it for this shot. I actually like that about Paw Grape's first appearance, is that they had the fisheye lens on him. It gave him a kind of style, because they continued that in Josh and the Big Wall. Usually, especially with his Egypt speech, it has that same camera angle, and it gave him a bit more character. I feel like as the years have gone on, Paw Grape has gotten less and less and less character. Big sniff. Paw Grape wants to smell you. Thank you. I don't think he merged character traits with George, because like during like the 90s to early 2000s, Paw was the kooky old guy and George was the wise old guy. And then like they just got switched. Cuz especially like his appearance in Jonah, I feel like his appearance in Gideon is like the perfect mix between the two. Between the kooky and the wise old man. I don't think Modern Pa would say, usually in this case, we would give you a refund. But you know, on the account of you dying and all. Ah, he's a trooper. Ain't he a trooper? Man, every time I go back to Larry, the light just always seems more intense. There is a way to obtain Softimage. It's on archive.org. I actually have it downloaded. I haven't opened it yet, though. I've had it downloaded in a while. I mean, I downloaded it a long time ago. Haven't opened it. I wanted to, like, just see how the lighting techniques look in Softimage so I can see if I can replicate some things into Blender. But then, I don't know. I mean, this looks good enough. It looks like the original show to a certain degree. Just have some soft shadows and some things that they probably wouldn't do. Looks a little bit worse, but, you know. I need to go use the bathroom. I've had too much sweet tea. As I was saying, I was gonna use Softimage, but basically Softimage renderer is just a more slow and a more power consuming like renderer than Eevee. It's basically the same thing, except you don't have soft shadows, you don't have lighting size, and you can't like disconnect lights. I didn't make a big smelly. I just peed. I'm getting ready for No Pee January. They call me the fastest draw in the West. Every time I go back to Larry. Maybe it's just a shadow. Common sense. I think maybe that's it. $1,100? That did not change a thing. 1,000. 7,000? Ah! 700. So that's not anything. 900, 1,000, I guess. Go back to Netzer. He's probably gonna be brighter. Yeah. That's probably good enough. I think it's pretty good. Is Maxwell still here, or did he leave again? I'm just joking. I'm not angry at you, Maxwell. I know you have probably other things to do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for yelling at you if you're still here. And if you're not here, then good Reddit! No, I was just joking that time again. I'm sorry. Is he still here? I don't know if he's still here. But he could probably... He was the one who wanted to see the lighting stuff. He probably, like, rewatch the stream and get some of that going. Yay! Maxwell's still here. Okay, bye pinata time. I might leave here in a minute too, because I've pretty much done my job. You know that in love you can forgive. It is the only... Hold on, wait. I can play the song. Hold on. This will be the song to go out. It's been good to see you guys. Now just wait. Hold on. I'm not closing stream off yet. So I need to forgive Maxwell. Hold on. Does this have it? Oh, it does. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Wait, what is this? You know that in love you can forgive. It is the only way to live. Obey God and see that we can live in harmony. Since God has forgiven us, it's true. If you forgive me, I'll forgive you. I'm gonna start to show forgiveness from my heart. Wait. Wait. That's the wrong... You know that in love forgive. Hey man, this is the only way to live. Obey God and see that we can live in harmony. It's true. You forgive me, I'll forgive you. I'm gonna start to show sorry to hear that, Angel Cat. On that note, go and stream, I guess. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. That wasn't my apology, that was my forgiveness! Goodbye. Goodbye. Well, okay.